Hi, and welcome to my presentation. The title of it is called Progress Over Perfection: Obesity in Eastern Idaho. There is an above average rate of obesity in adults, and I am here to share with you that you can make progress towards better health without being perfect. So here's some data. Bingham County has the highest reported obesity rate in the region, and that's sitting at 41%. Madison and Teton counties have the lowest rates in the region, and that's falling below the statewide average of approximately 32.7%. Many counties in eastern Idaho exceed the national and state averages, which is a common trend in rural areas where access to specialized health services and varied nutritional options can be more limited. So, obesity is really just about individual choice. It is heavily influenced by the built environment and economic conditions, such as physical inactivity. So in Idaho, approximately 20.7% of adults report to doing no physical activity outside their regular job. The second point is access to exercise. In rural eastern Idaho, adequate access is defined by living within 3 miles of a recreational facility. Many residents in smaller counties lack this proximity, making consistent exercise more difficult. And the last point is food insecurity. In 2022, over 54,000 people in eastern Idaho were considered food insecure. 12, that's about 12.8% of the regional population. Food insecurity is often linked to obesity because cheaper, calorie-dense, shelf-stable foods are frequently used to replace more expensive fresh produce. So this is Tess. Let's talk about her incline, her her story of what made her choose progress over perfection. So imagine a cold, dark evening in eastern Idaho. So outside, a fresh blanket of snow had just settled over the landscape. Inside, Tess is staring out the window, clutching a warm cup of hot chocolate and a piece of Mexican sweetbread. On the surface, it's a cozy scene, but underneath, Tess is struggling. Over the last couple of years, life had become a whirlwind. Between working a full-time job from home and homeschooling her children, her own health had slipped to the bottom of her priority list. Slowly, she had gained nearly 100 pounds. Tess felt trapped. She felt trapped by two things: a lack of time and a perfectionist mindset. To Tess, if a job couldn't be done perfectly, it wasn't worth doing at all. So this attitude had become her primary antagonist, a silent enemy whispering to her that unless she could overhaul her entire life overnight, that there was no point to even trying. And this was just a trap, an all or nothing trap. Eventually, Tess reached a breaking point. She was sick and tired of being sick and tired. She decided to reclaim her health, but she did it the only way she knew how, all at once. She purged her junk food and stocked the kitchen with expensive ingredients that required hours of prep, and she swore off her favorite treats. But 2 weeks in, reality hit. Her food budget was blown. The Idaho winter was a freezing 4 degrees, making outdoor exercise impossible. So that night, looking out the window with a plain cup of water instead of her cocoa, she broke down. The perfect plan had failed because it wasn't sustainable. Heartbroken and discouraged, she gave up. So a few days later, while scrolling on her phone, Tess stumbled across a message, and it was titled Incline. The core message was simple but revolutionary: progress over perfection. So, for the first time, the light bulb went off. She realized her perfectionist antagonist had been lying to her. She didn't have to lose it all. She just had to lose what she could. And she had to do it with what she had, right there where she was. Tess stopped trying to run for an hour in the snow. Instead, she started to do a 15-minute workout video in her living room, interacting with her kids while she did it. She stopped trying to cook the perfect meals and simply focus on just adding a vegetable to what they were already eating. And the hot chocolate, she didn't banish it. She enjoyed it once a week, savoring it without the guilt that used to derail her entire day. So fast forward 1 year. The snow is falling in Idaho once again. Tess is looking out that same window, but she is a different person. She hadn't lost all 100 pounds yet, but that's okay. She has gained the energy for her children and a sense of strength that grows every day by choosing to climb her own incline. She finally silenced the voice that told her all or nothing. She learned that a few small, consistent steps are indefinitely more powerful than a giant leap that you can't maintain. Tess is no longer waiting for a perfect version of herself to arrive. She is simply and finally proud of the progress that she is making today. So be like Tess. Make a small change today towards better health. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later.